In a small village nestled at the edge of a vast, mysterious forest, there lived a sage named Samuel. Renowned for his wisdom, Samuel became a beacon of light for those seeking guidance. His cottage, surrounded by wildflowers and towering trees, was a sanctuary for villagers burdened by doubt and uncertainty. One crisp autumn evening, a young man named James approached Samuel's door. Known for his hard work, James had dreams of becoming an artist, but fear loomed over him like a storm cloud. Every time he picked up a brush, a voice in his head whispered that he would fail. What would his family say if he didn't succeed? Gathering his courage, James knocked on Samuel's door. "Come in, James. What troubles your heart?" Samuel asked, sensing the turmoil within him. "I feel paralyzed by the fear of failure," James confessed. "I worry that I'm not good enough. It stops me from even starting." Samuel listened intently. "Fear is a heavy burden, my young friend. It can obscure our path. Would you allow me to show you something that may help you understand and overcome this fear?" Intrigued yet skeptical, James agreed. The next day, Samuel invited him to the forest at dawn. As they walked along winding paths, James felt an anxious knot in his stomach, unsure of what lay ahead. They arrived at a cave hidden behind thick vines. James hesitated, feeling a chill run down his spine. "What's in there?" he asked, his voice trembling. "Let's explore," Samuel urged. With uncertainty gnawing at him, James followed. As they entered the cave, darkness enveloped them. Suddenly, Samuel fell silent. "Samuel, where are you?" James shouted, panic rising in his chest. After several moments of silence, fear gripped him. Was he lost forever? He stumbled through the dark, his heart racing. Just when he thought hope was slipping away, he spotted a faint light far above, a small tunnel shining like a beacon. Despite feeling weak and frightened, James focused on that light, pushing aside the fear that threatened to paralyze him. With sheer determination, he began to climb, ignoring his thirst and hunger. Every ounce of effort was a battle against the darkness, but he pressed on, driven by the promise of light. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, James pulled himself into the sunlight, gasping for breath. As he lay on the ground, Samuel appeared, a gentle smile on his face. "You did it, James. You found your way out." "Why did you leave me in there?" James exclaimed, anger mixing with relief. "I thought I'd never escape." "You found your way out because you had no other choice," Samuel replied. "In that darkness, there were no voices to tell you that it was impossible. You relied only on yourself, and that is where your true strength lies." As they walked back through the forest, the sun shining brightly above, James felt lighter. He understood now that his fear stemmed from the doubts of others. In that cave, he discovered a power he had never recognized before. "Whenever fear threatens to stop you, remember this moment," Samuel said. "Focus on the light you want to reach. When you're committed to your goal, nothing can stand in your way." In the weeks that followed, James returned to his art with renewed passion. The fear that once paralyzed him faded into the background. Each brushstroke became a declaration of belief in himself. Whenever doubt crept in, he closed his eyes, recalling the cave, the darkness, and the light that had guided him to freedom. As time passed, James's artwork flourished. He showcased his paintings in the village, each piece reflecting his journey. The villagers marveled at his talent, and his confidence grew as he embraced his creativity. Years later, when others sought his advice, James shared the story of his experience in the cave. "The true path to success is to believe in yourself," he would say. "Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace your journey, no matter how daunting it may seem." Just as Samuel had once done for him, James became a guiding light for others, helping them navigate through darkness and into their own brilliance.